I started doing music around the age of 9. I used to walk around the house singing and dancing, and my stepdad was like, "Do you know you can sing?" So from there, we started, going to the studio. I used to sing at church, sing at some like school events, and do some, music with some local artists out here in Arizona. But I was like on and off with it. But I really started professionally doing music about the end of 2017, 2018. My mom, she came to me one day and she was just like, "I really think you can go really far in this. So let's put everything we have behind it and, let's push it. Let's do this. I know you'll be successful from it." So that's how Lortonio, the musician, came about. So Lortonio is actually my government name. At the time, we lived in Europe, in Croatia. I'm not 100% sure what the European name is that inspired my mother, but she said that she was inspired by a name in Croatia. But I do know that my name does consist of my mother and my dad's name. So it's Loretta and Anthony, and she put it together. How she did it or what was behind it, I feel like that's a question for her. But all I know is that it was inspired by a name that she heard while we were living in Croatia. The most challenging aspect about being an artist is definitely the business aspect of things. I feel like your talent, creating music and all that is about 10% of you being successful. 90% is the business aspect. If you do not have the right team around you, if you do not make the right moves, if you don't have your money, your money right, a lot of things can go wrong. That's the most challenging part. I feel like times I didn't have the right people around me, or I trusted the wrong people, or I made, silly business mistakes. So, that's the most challenging part. I feel like as an artist, make sure your business aspect of everything that you do is in line and intact. That will help you go far. My goal is to be a megastar. I want to be a huge superstar around the world. I want to be known globally. I want to win Grammys. I want to perform on the Grammys. I want to perform at the BET Award. I want to perform at Super Bowl halftime shows. That's my goal. And by the grace of God, everything will come to pass. I will definitely say my family is my biggest inspiration. They support me. They keep me going, especially my mother. She's always making sure that I'm on top of things and just always pushing me to be better than I was the day before. My parents manage me. I have a really good support system. Like, they will do anything and everything to see me on top, and I really love that. So they inspire me to be the best I can be and to keep pushing and to never give up. I'm really blessed. And of course, the people who support me, the people who follow me, the people who play my music, who watch my music videos, who share my music, the DJs who play my music, all of that inspires me and keeps me going. So I love you guys so much, and I thank you guys for the support. The advice that I have for any female artist looking to get into music is definitely be yourself. Don't try to be like anyone else. Strive to be yourself and to make your own wave and create your own trends. I would say stand on your morals. Don't fold for anything. Don't allow anybody to take advantage of you. Keep pushing, keep God first, and everything will work out in the end. Well, I'm currently working on my EP, so I'm excited for that. By the grace of God, you guys are going to be hearing that soon. But I definitely have a few collaborations I'm going to be dropping soon. And the first one is one that I can say I tapped into my colorist. So you guys be on the lookout for that one. Thank you so much. I love that. Thank you. I love that my smile lights up a room. Thank you. I know you're probably asking for one, but I have to give you 3. Number 1 would definitely be Rihanna, okay? Rihanna is definitely up there. Number 2 is Chris Brown, because he's the one, okay? Chris Brown is the one. I love Chris Brown. And number 3 would definitely have to be Queen Bee herself, Beyonce. I love her, and I strive to reach her level of stardom. So those 3 are definitely on my top ultimate level of collaborations. I'm kind of used to being a role model. I'm the oldest of 4 girls. I have a lot of younger cousins, And, you know, I have a lot of my mom's friends that will come to me and like, oh, can you please speak to my daughter? So like, I'm used to it. I just honestly live my life a certain type of way. Like, I feel like people see me as an entertainer and think that's how I am in real life, but that's honestly not. I just hold myself to a certain, you know, moral standard, but I don't want people to say like, oh yeah, she's my role model, because like I'm also a young lady and I'm growing and I'm going to make mistakes. So I don't want anyone's child to feel disappointed, you know. I'm trying my best, and I just want young girls not to really look at entertainers as your role model. I'm sorry, I know it's hard to say. Like, we can't inspire you, but I don't think you should look at any entertainer as a role model, because we're human and we make mistakes. I don't like sometimes I'll see some people say, oh, this artist is responsible for my child being like this and da 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 da. Like, you can't hold that on just one person. Like, and I know it comes with the territory, you know, you're an entertainer, you're going to influence, but it's a really hard shoe to fill. So I have like a mixed emotion with it, you know, but if you look up to me, hey, it is what it is. I hope, you know, you can understand that I'm on a journey as well and I'm growing. 3 things in my makeup bag. Number 1, lip gloss, especially the sticky clear lip gloss. You have to have it, okay? It's a must. Number 2, I always keep my makeup brush with me, because I live in Arizona, and if I decide to put foundation on, I can't be walking around here looking splotty. So I have to make sure I refresh myself throughout the day. And number 3, I know it's not makeup, but perfume or body mist, I always have it with me. Like, I always have to smell good. It's a must, okay? I must smell good at all times. That's one of the best compliments you could ever give me, is like, Lortonio, you smell good. But those are the 3 things I have on me at all times. So how can I describe my personal style? I'll say edgy. I'll say sometimes really girly. I'll say laid back sometimes. Sometimes I'm on tomboyish type of style. And, you know, I just dress how I feel. You know what? I will say statement. I feel like Lortonio's style is statement, because I'm going to walk in a room without saying a word and you're going to know that I'm there, because my outfit, my style will be loud. The best advice I've ever received is actually from my mother. She told me this when I was really young, which is, if a woman has respect, she has the world. She actually told me this in a sense of kind of referring to like relationships, which is, if a man respects you as a woman, he will give you the world. But I've also grown to notice that if you just have respect in general, you gain the world. That could be in friendships, relationships, business ships, any type of ship you can think of. If respect is there, you have the world. And that's a known fact. Am I single, dating, or married? Can I plead the 5th? Yeah, I'm gonna plead the 5th. My days aren't consistent at all. So I'm just gonna give you just a few, like probably three or 4 things that I do every day, regardless of how the day may go. Number 1, before anything, when I first wake up, is pray. Before I even touch my phone, I have to tell Jesus, thank you. Give everything to God, you know, for the rest of the day. Working out is a must. I do a lot of cardio. If I don't feel like doing cardio, I go hiking, or I'll try to do something to keep myself going. And then another thing will be vocal exercises. And then it's a must. It's things that you can randomly do throughout, like even getting ready for the day, you know, you just do pop some exercises in there. Those are the main things that I would say is consistent. But other than that, I have a very, 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 very hectic life, okay? Every day is not the same, so that's that. I mean, of course, there's a double standard. Like, being a female artist, there's things that we cannot get away with that male artists can get away with. Like, for example, female artists, regardless if we like it or not, our looks are always in play. Like, they're always going to talk about how we look. We have to be on point 24/7. Male artists can get away with waking up in the morning and not even washing their face. Like, female artists, they want us to be performers. We have to perform. Male artists can get away with going on stage and taking off their shirt. Like, there's so many things. Like, if a female artist talks a certain type of way about men in her song, she's looked at a certain type of way. She's looked down upon. If a man does it, talks about women in his songs a provocative way, he's clapped. Like, it's a good thing. Like, yes, it's a good thing. If a female dresses a certain type of way or have any ounce of sex appeal, she's looked down on. But if a man does it, it's okay. So it's a really weird double standard. And at the end of the day, it's entertainment. The same way how men entertain is the same way how women entertain. We're all entertainers. And I say this all the time, anything a man can do, a woman can do better times 10. My biggest pet peeve are liars. I hate people who lie. And I don't even say hate, but I absolutely hate people who lie. Why are you lying? Okay, stand on whatever it is. You know, people be upfront. Like, either that people like you or they don't. Stop lying, especially those people who lie about the smallest things. Like, oh my gosh, I cannot. Like, why are you lying? Why are you lying? Why? Okay, and don't ever be that type of person that wants to say, oh, I lied because I wanted to spare your feelings. I didn't want to hurt your feelings. I'm about to hurt your feelings for lying to me. Stop lying. Oh, I cannot stand. It's 2023. Let's leave the lying alone, okay? Let's leave the lying alone. My biggest inspiration will definitely have to be Rihanna. I feel like she is a mega superstar. I feel like she understands this game. Her whole entire career, from Pon de Replay to now, she has created a space for her, like, that no matter where she goes, no matter what she does, she's going to succeed. She's built a wonderful fan base. I feel like she's unapologetically her. And I feel like that's me. That's what I inspire to be. So I love Rihanna, and she's definitely my inspiration. For a 1 minute slot at the Super Bowl, I'm doing a concept video. In that concept video, I'm gonna have my music, I'm gonna have a good performance piece, and I'm gonna broadcast every single aspect of Lortonio. From my products, you know, my brand Lortonio's Touch, to my music, to my performance quality, everything will be in that 1 minute ad, okay? The whole entire world's gonna be like, who's Lortonio? I wanna know Lortonio. I wanna buy her products. That's the type of energy I'm giving in that 1 minute. If there's anything that I can change in the Liberian industry, I would say it would be the unity. I would like to see, you know, more unity and support. I feel like we shouldn't have to be submissive to, you know, certain people, or, you know, we don't have to fake friendships or do all that stuff like that. I feel like everyone should just be open and kind-hearted towards each other. Because honestly, if one Liberian artist breaks through on an international level, it opens the door for every single Liberian entertainer. It opens the door, honestly, for the Liberian industry. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. So I feel like we just need to have clear hearts towards each other and just support each other, and everything will fall into place. First of all, I love the name Giselle. It's so beautiful. It's really beautiful, and it gives me like the type of vibe of something like Ebony magazine. Like, when you hear Giselle magazine, it gives you Ebony magazine. I love how Giselle magazine is so supportive. If you go on any of their social media pages, you're gonna see everyone on there. And I love that. I love how positive it is. You know, there's not much of that in our industry. And I really wish you guys the best at GISELLE magazine. I don't have any advice for you guys because you guys are doing a really amazing job. I just hope you guys keep pushing, and I pray that God opens doors for you guys. I want to see, you know, GISELLE magazine on some, you know, Ebony magazine vibes, some Vogue magazine vibes, you know. That's why I would like to see it, and I know one day it'll come to pass. I appreciate you guys so much for all the support, and I wish you guys all the best at GISELLE magazine.